Tell you what, if you guys wanna learn to be a better tournament player, just watch Robby in the 5 seat. But he just does not make many mistakes.
Oh, he's on these streams a lot too.
Yeah, and there's a
Probably
reason
for a
for
reason,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, he does not luck his way into final tables. Just so you guys know, we got 21 million chips in play. So Robby with
Yeah.
2 million right now has 10% of the chips in the
And
entire
he's got
field.
kings right now as well, so.
Hey man, the run good is real.
When you play good and you run good, it's a dangerous combination.
You know, Fredo, you say there's not a lot of bluffing in tourneys. That's true to a certain extent, not so much towards the latter part of the tournament. Definitely on day one, you're going to see a lot of bluffing and a lot of, semi-bluffs. But big stacks tend to bluff because that's how they get their big stacks, and they can really bully their way into that big stack and make a lot of middling hands like fives fold, assuming there's a lot of overs. And if your opponent plays timid, I mean, you're going to bluff because you just assume they're going to fold. But Robby just has a way of just knowing where he's at, and for value, for bluffs, for his EV. I mean, he's just a very good tournament player, and it helps when you pick up kings, and and when you turn top pair, a lot of these things help. But he gets his. Oh no, compared to cash games, you're right, Fredo, 100%, bud. 100%.
Yeah, Nick gave that one a lot of thought. He's in for 50K with the big blind and ante, only 220 more thousand, but good fold there with the ace-8. Action back to Anthony, 100K more.
Yeah, I think this is an easy fold. I mean, even though Robby's the big stack, when the small blind 3-bets you, I mean, ace deuce is just so. I mean, what are you hoping to catch? Like, even an ace, you don't even like.
He does make the call, though, and that's not the flop he was looking for.
And, for that reason alone, like, what flop do you like? Maybe if it's suited, I could maybe kind of see a call, but even then, I mean, just, I like the raise pre-flop, see if maybe you can take down some blinds, but when the small blind chip leader is showing that kind of aggression, I think it's just probably a good idea to fold. Oh, wow. What a bet here, too.
Just 100K.
Yeah, third, and there you go. That's, could have saved that extra 150K.
The Himalayas or whatever.
I ain't bougie like that. I'll take tap water.
Tap water?
Just turn the little sink back in the bar, get some ice, we good.
Q with the K.
We're showing Robby at 0% odds here, which means there's no more jacks in this deck.
Which, I was going to say, watch him win anyway, some crazy how. So 2 per for Q now.
Kennel club hand. Paying off for Q.
I should know that, but I didn't. So thank you, chat. All right, ace on the flop for Robby, and he's slow playing it, which is we don't see that much from him, especially in position. Q betting is 6.
Wow,
Robby reeling him in.
She's got a quarter of the chips in
Yep.
play here.
75.
Wow.
Call.
Anthony called with the 6-deuce off to close out the action and flops the best hand with all of the best redraws.
Yeah.
Let's see if Anthony peels one off here.
I'm not sure Robby knows the definition of free card.
Nah.
Because even when he doesn't have it, if it checks around him, he's like, no, we can't just check. You know, we got to play for something.
So Anthony with a pair on this board. Let's see if Robby c-bets here again. He's going to put Anthony in a relatively tough decision here. Gene
It's going
Cherry,
to be tough
okay.
to call with. I was
Wow.
about to say with just a deuce, but hey, what do I know?
Wow, Anthony,
He's
got the best hand.
He's got the best hand with a deuce. And checks to Robby again. Robby's got to be like, okay, did he actually have something, or am I just building a pot for him? What's going on there?
Oh, he does check back.
And he is not going to like that. Duck, duck, goose.
Look at Robby. Robby says, pretty good call there. Robby's thinking to himself, he had put in one more bet, little 300K, he probably would have got away with it. But maybe not. Maybe he had a soul read on him.
But, well, no, Anthony was calling relatively quickly. So, you know. Wow, this isn't even fair. Anthony looking with jacks, and he gets raised into. Yes. It's like, I'll have a repop, please.
It's going to be a tough spot for Q to be in because Anthony re-raised him last hand, too. Oh, wow, Robby with a monster. Robby coming in with a 4-bet, I bet. What do you think? He's never just calling, I don't think.
No, absolutely not. He's either, re-raising or just getting out of the way.
Well, I don't think he's ever just getting out of the way either. Maybe at final table. I've seen him fold big hands at final table, but wow.
All in. Whoa, I wasn't expecting a repop that high.
I mean, I think he has to make it that high because any other bet, I feel like he's just calling or he's opening himself
Anthony's
up
calling.
to a re-raise. I don't think it's going to be a tough one. I don't think it's going to be for his whole life.
Q wants to.
Nah,
he wants to
Q's
so
out.
bad. He's
Q's
like,
out.
no, he's probably going to.
No,
yeah, he's going to
100%
fold.
Folding.
But
he's 100% folding.
That doesn't mean he don't want to.
Well, of course he wants to. But
He's
so
like,
Mike wants to call too.
Yeah,
I mean,
he hates to let that go. But one of the nines was gone. One of the jacks is gone.
So Anthony has to know right now that best case scenario is what Robby has. So best case scenario, it's ace king. It's more than likely going to be aces or kings or queens with this much money in the pot because this is the 4-bet. This isn't even the 3-bet. Q bet, Anthony re-raised, and then this is the 4-bet. So Anthony's just basically, he's effectively not all in, but it would cripple him to call this bet here. I don't think he calls, to be honest with you. I could be wrong. What's he got? 300 in there. He's got almost 2 million behind. Well, that would leave him with roughly 500 if he loses the hand. Yeah, I don't think we ever see a call here. I mean, that's not true. We obviously could see a call.
Yeah.
But this is what I'm saying though. Absolute best case scenario is this is ace king. Otherwise, you're just dominated. Like this is never tens, right?
No.
So
absolutely not.
So best case scenario is ace king, and then you're still flipping. Yeah. And honestly, I think it's a good fold.
Ooh, folds around to skip on the button here with an A high. He's not going to get frisky, which is a good move here because, wow, this could be ugly.
Shot. We got.
Good time to not put a button raise in. Look at this. Robby just limping as well.
Robby just limped with kings.
He thinks he's setting up a trap here.
Into aces in the big.
And I think we're going to see a 3-bet here, obviously, from Robby.
This is so gross.
Oh, boy.
Wow, this is unbelievable. How do we clip this? Steph knows how to clip this. Well, do you start clipping it now, or do you wait till it's over with, the hand's over? Wow.
And there's that re-raise, and that's a big one. 500,000.
Can you imagine waking up with aces in the big and the small blind limp raises? Holy, that's
All in
wild.
call. Oh.
Wow, that is so sick.
In the blinds, too. This is...
Wow.
You saw the look on Robbie's face. He is disgusted by this. Was not obviously putting Nick on aces there.
That thought, Josh, if you're watching, clip this.
Oh, my God.
What? There is no shot.
Flips it up, reverses. Nick down to
No
two
way.
cards.
Ace of clubs,
And an
doesn't
ace
matter.
of
King's
clubs
full.
now.
Yeah, club is-
no. Dead, yep.
Gonna
Club
need an
is
ace.
useless. He needs one. He needs a red ace, and he needs a right meow.
There's no way.
A little sweat here for the river card.
Oh.
And he thought he hit it,
He
too.
thought he hit the flush. He did hit the flush, to be
He did
fair.
it, yeah.
but
You heard
it's
him
just
say
not good
ace of
enough.
clubs as well,
That's
but...
actually insane. That's one of the most insane.
Wow. Oh, my goodness.
Robby wins.
Nick had
Brutality.
a little over
That
a
is
million, maybe 1.1 million there, but man, that's a tough beat for Nick. Goes
Wow.
without saying.
Where do you have to go?
Blind versus blind, too. Wow.
All right, Robby disrespected the Kennel Club hand last time. Let's see if he's learned his lesson. He did. Makes it 1 1/4 to go.
Wow, Tim's going to defend with Queen 7. Little surprising.
Top pair for Robby.
The run good continues. Wow. Tim's going to float. He's going to raise.
I quote the wisdom of Tim Allen, who once said, I don't think is Robby going to play. It's like, am
No,
I
he's-
going to re-raise him
yeah,
here or
just-
later?
Oh, wow.
It looks like later.
Well, he's basically just committed himself, so it doesn't matter what Tim does here. I think Tim knows that Robby's never
And-
folding any pair. Wow.
Finish him.
That's crazy. John did.
Drawn did. But we still got to run it out. See what happens when you respect the Kennel Club hand?
I mean, I appreciate what Tim tried to do there, but I think once your opponent calls,
Yeah.
you just got to shut it down. Even if you only have 260 left, your opponent calling there has you beat, whether it's a straight draw, whether it's ace high, whether it's a pair. Everything just has you beat. You just have to shut it down at that point. Robby's never folding for another 200,000 to how big of a pot? $1 million?
Yeah.
Never folding.
No.
Yeah, we're on a 15-minute delay right now because we had to reset the system.
Still talking about basketball.
Wow, Skip making a move on the big blind.
No, he hears what they're actually yelling about right now. Through
No,
our
no, I
mics.
understand
Yeah,
that. No, I'm saying right
Yeah.
now what's happening.
All right, so Robby and Skip here. Skip hits the piece, but not the one he wanted to hit.
Plays the same if they see a flop, I guess.
Gonna need a 10 or a 7. That's it. It's gonna do it for Skip. Robby taking another 670,000 there, adding it to his chip stack. And Skip is leaving us in 9th place. Whoa, I'm throwing stuff. That's going to take home $2,667. Next elimination will jump up to $34.91.
160 to go from bump. Robbie right behind him with an ace-jack. Mike behind him with ducks. I just mentioned Steffi Mo.
You just mentioned.
Where is Steffi Mo when you need her?
And Mike's on the button, so he's gonna sit there anyway, and just knowing that it's Steffi's hand, he's gonna, like she said, at least think about it. He's got position, but that raise to 160K is Robbie's in for sure. Mike's gonna take another look back. He gonna play it. He gonna represent Steffi. Oh, absolutely correct, Ganja. You are absolutely at this juncture. The return on investment is pretty dang
Three
good.
Players. Ace right in the window.
Oof. All three are
Robbie's gotta
spades.
be loving that.
Yeah. King of spades is in Bunk's hand. So, I mean, yeah, I had a funny feeling that was going to be the move.
Finish him.
Oh, my Lord. And again, Bunk's got the better spade draw. I mean, oof. It's 1.285 mil. Matt, it's a hefty price.
It is.
And
Robbie probably suspects he's ahead, but
exactly, but the spade.
How far?
And then
that's
the spades.
That's a big number to call.
He's got the jack of spades.
But he's going to play it.
But he's going to call. And Mike's naturally going to get out. And
so
Robbie's ahead.
Robbie's ahead, but Bump's got some outs here.
Exactly.
8 to be precise. Turn card is not one of them. River. An ace.
Gonna
Robbie
do it for Robbie.
gets a second pair. He didn't need it. He just needed to dodge the spades.
Yeah, 1.195 to be exact.
It's basically 5 orbits and 7-handed. Those orbits are quick.
Going around really rapidly. Absolutely right.
All right, so Robbie with an ace-10. Pretty good hand against 9s.
Absolutely. He's going to call.
So he's going to spin that wheel.
Absolutely, my dear. I'm going to...
No, nada. Good news for Eric.
Very good. Now the 10.
Oh, the 10.
Oh, that's the one.
But
and the club's the boot.
The club
The
doesn't
club
help.
doesn't help Eric.
Robbie had the ace.
Absolutely. Absolutely, my dear. So right now we're on hand 124, and again you have 250,000 in blinds. That's nothing to sneeze at, as I've said many times. Whoa!
I got this one.
Whoa! Robbie with ace-5 suited. Mike with American Airlines on the button. Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
It's time for pain.
Ow, Matt! Ow! Here comes the raise. I know that Robbie's gonna make. Here's gonna be definitely a re-raise.
Like, should I smack him now or should I smack him later?
Oh, I know, but you've got players following you.
In a chip sense, I'm not talking about players smacking each other.
No, I know, but he's gonna flat. Mike's gonna flat.
Right. So smack him later then.
So he's doing the later smack. Is right, Matt. Oof. Again, like I said, he did have
5 in the window.
Oh
what?
my God!
Oh, wow.
Oh my God!
Oh.
And I love
what
it.
An
Robbie
incredible
checks.
turn of events.
OMG. Oh my gosh. So Mike lulled into a sense of security here. I mean, he has the backdoor flush draw as well.
400 to go.
Oh my gosh. Bets 400,000 here.
Right. I'm trying to think. Just one card. Unless he gets running hearts, that doesn't
That's what I'm
pair the
saying.
board.
That's exactly right. There's only The ace and the backdoor flush draw is exactly right, man. That doesn't pair the board. Naturally, Robbie's going to flat, no doubt about that. Oh, my lord.
Same thing except reverse. Smack him now or smack
Back
him
up
later?
later. Only it's
And
reverse
there's
cue
a
right now.
deuce. Okay, no.
No help for Mike at
So
all.
he's back to the case ace. And, and he puts it
Oh,
in. Oh, snap calls.
Snap call.
Finish him.
Oh, Mike's going to go no.
The ace of spades is all he's
Only
got.
one ace left. One outer.
River card. A 3 of clubs.
Is not going to help
And
it.
Mike
Mike
done in 6th place.
taking home $5,155.
Robby wins.
Oh, my lord.
Brutality.
Yeah, just come. Yeah, come back. Yeah. Yeah, come back at 9.
So now Nick is super short, and he made a move on the dealer button with 10-7 of clubs. Gene's thinking about it and going to call here with King Queen. Interesting.
I love
This
it.
invites
I love
Robby.
it. I love it.
Now this is going to be, this should be one of those check it all the way down type hands, most likely.
Yeah, unless a monster just
Unless
comes
something
out.
crazy happens.
Yep.
And we have a Queen Jack.
Robby, come on. Pay attention, bud.
Rojas with the
Playing
3
for
all in
26,000.
buttons. Makes me feel
Wow.
7-5-4.
Buddy hits the 3 outer. Oh my God!
But it's a hard
Just
draw.
in case. Yeah, but still,
Nick
you know how hard
might
that
easily-
is.
Yeah, he tripled up.
Stop
Wow, how
it.
about just
There's no,
just give
there's
him
no way. There's no
Nick is
way
now
that just
so
happened.
happy. Yeah.
There is no shot. This
What?
guy just tripled up with quads.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And he had 390K, so
That is insane.
nice hand for Anthony to open on the button.
Man, I almost forgot Gene was here. Ruthie, I'm kidding. Don't come for me, okay? I know he's just biding this time.
Robby jams. Anthony snaps. Wow, 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 wow. All right, so
Holy.
this is very crucial for Robby. He needs to suck out here in order to stay alive.
Somebody on the rail just asked Robby what he had.
What do you got,
Robby's
Robby?
like, 10-9.
I'm live.
I got 2 flush draws.
65-35 flip here. Let's see what happens. Spade in the window.
Wow, that is
Spades
wow, 2
really
of
not
them.
good for
Wow.
Robby. He
No
hits a pair.
shot.
He's
No
got a fade.
Shot. A
He's got a fade ace jack of
non-spade
spade.
9. No shot.
It's
Wow,
a 10.
just 2 of them, just in case.
Robby
Both-
doubles
both
there with 10-9. And
non-spades.
just like that, we're back to anybody's game.
Let me tell you something. Had you ever see Robby
Get
show
excited?
emotion like that?
Never. This might have been the first time in, what, I've seen him play 50, 60 times.
I mean, how bad do you think you are smoked when your opponent, when you're all in your
Snaps?
opponent? No, not
Snaps and
snaps.
flips
when
over
he when he
the
flops
flop,
the
the
nut
flush.
flush draw, so you're dead to a non-spade 9 or 10, and you hit
Yeah.
both of them. You hit both of them.
And, bro, look at this. Now we have all even chip stacks. Look at this.
Wild. Actually wild.
Anthony not going to raise this one. Going to flat button, 9-6 suited. Gene has 3 high.
He says, I'm out of
Good
this.
fold. Robby's got a playable hand.
Yes.
It's
an
checkable.
opportunity. You can raise it too. I mean,
Yeah.
but he's just going to flat. He's going to not take his option.
I'll be happy to check with Jack 10.
Absolutely.
8 in the window. Pair
Wow.
of jacks for Robby.
Great flop for Robby.
Pair with a gut shot straight draw. Anthony gonna, which we've seen him do before. He likes to bet whenever the opponent he's up against doesn't show any strength in the hand. It's a good way for him to take it down or find out where he's at pretty quickly.
Absolutely, dear.
So now he's found out that he is behind.
Because
And
Robby
Robby
just
has
flats
Got
here.
to figure out what type of piece Robby has.
And
check
he's
from
going
Robby.
to check again to him. This is great play on Robby's
I'm
part.
not sure how Anthony's going to play it because he's going to keep telling the story that he's got something. We've seen him do this before. We've seen
Always.
him do 3 barrels.
Yes,
yeah.
without a doubt.
With hands and without hands. That's the crazy part. So he's going to size up to 1.2 million, a little bit more than
Yeah.
half size.
Well,
half pot.
Robby is not backing
Robby
down.
snap. Now the snap caller looks really strong. Robby called so quickly.
Exactly. And
That's got to tell Anthony. Definitely Robbie's got a piece. King. King's really bad for Robbie's hand.
It is very bad.
I think he's still check calling a lot here.
But
And again, we're back to Anthony. Is another one of those hands where Anthony knows the only way for him to win.
he's
Just
got to
a bet.
throw out a substantial bet.
Does he give up? He does not throw in
He
the towel.
won't.
Nope. 2
He is.
Wow. Man,
Send
Anthony's
it
so
in.
good
He
at applying
is.
pressure in position.
He
He's done
will
it
not back down.
so many times today. 2.1 mil. A little bit less than half pot again.
He,
But still such a big bet compared to his remaining chip stack.
it is.
It's a third of his remaining chips. It's actually a third of Robbie's remaining chips. Wow, yeah, because they have similar stacks.
Let's see if Robbie. Oh my gosh,
sniff it out.
it's a huge call to make, but
It's
you know
another
what?
gross spot that Robbie is in that Anthony has put him in. Anthony is super good at putting people in the blender.
Look at just continues. Like I said, he starts to tell the story. Doesn't take his foot
He
off
knows
the
it's only
pedal
way.
and just.
Only way he can take it down is to bet it.
There's no question. Now it's whether or not Robbie also has the capability of letting this.
Like, what would you?
He's
He does
calling.
call.
Yes.
Wow.
I was gonna say.
Robbie made such a strong call.
That
there.
was
That's nuts.
awesome.
Not an easy decision. Good sniffing out the
This
bluff
was
there.
a lot more difficult than the last time saying I'm
Yeah.
100% not folding,
Yeah.
but I had a funny feeling Robbie
was
won't
a tough
fold.
very tough hand.
I think he was feeling it the whole time. He kept checking, watching Anthony.
Robbie
He's
with a-
got that line of play.
Very good read on the situation.
Very good read.
With that pot, he's now the chip leader.
And not only that, remember, Drew, we were talking about how Anthony does this. He has that same system. He doesn't really
He's
mix it up.
very
He
good.
does the same
Bet,
process.
bet, bet, especially when it's check. Or
Which
call,
is
bet, bet,
exactly
bet.
correct. And I think Robbie knows. He's got the read.
Good read on the situation. from Robbie.
Great,
Pretty sick.
great job.
It's less likely that he had a hand like kings, queens, or jacks that would bet all 3 streets when the ace hits the turn.
That's correct.
So Anthony has gotten bluffs in that exact position, has gotten bluffs through.
And that's what made the other call by Robbie such a great
Robbie
call.
jams with the 8-7 suited. Anthony has king 9 and 20 bigs.
I
See
love
if he
it.
can-
I love it. But he's got the chips.
That's tough.
Anthony is now under 3 mil. I mean, under 4
Slightly
mil.
under 4
excuse
mil,
me.
yeah, you got
I think
3.5.
that's what I meant to say. Is 3.5.
He put 600K in the pot.
Exactly.
This is a tough spot. It's a good jam for Robbie. Yeah,
It's a
Anthony
perfect
folds.
move, and he's
Anthony
now.
folds the best hand, but it's harder to call with the king high because Robbie could definitely be jamming all the aces. A lot of king highs, king queen, king jacks.
Wow,
It's a good
Robbie's
try,
sitting
Robbie.
at
Yeah.
14 million.
He now
Yes.
has 70% of the chips. It's pretty wild. It's been everybody's game at this point, but the last 30 minutes have been all Robbie.
Yes. Absolutely, Drew.
It's the Robbie show.
Right now, it's Robbie's world, and everybody else is living
Anthony
in it.
with what? Yeah, a little more than 10 bigs, 12 bigs, just jams. Gene is getting short.
Yeah.
Wow,
he
he
says,
says let's gamble.
let's go.
He knows he's gambling at this point.
Holy moly.
Oh, geez. Now Robbie in really good shape to take this thing down. A gut shot straight draw
Oh.
for Gene.
That's a blank.
Needs help.
It's
and
a
king on the river
on the
means Gene is
river.
gone in third place.
Gene is going to take home $12,018. Gene, congratulations.
Gene is our third
Gene.
place finisher.
You know, if
So
that
now-
exact same situation was like a half hour, an hour ago, Gene just folds it. But I think he had just gotten so tired of not picking up a playable
Yep.
hand, he just wanted to take a shot.
He knew he was
needed
gambling. He
5
said,
cards
let's
to
go
do
for it. He
Well,
knew he was
yeah.
gambling.
No,
That's-
he definitely knows
Saturday.
he's gambling, but I just think
He's in for
that's an easy
600K,
fold earlier.
And he had
you know?
like 2.4 to start the hand.
Yep.
Yeah. And he knows those blinds,
So-
the blinds are coming around. They're just so massive. So he said it was worth it. So right
It
now,
was button small, big. That means all right. I think they want to run numbers, but
Now
I think
it's-
Anthony wants to negotiate for the trophy. I think he just said, "Do you care about the trophy?" So let's see what happens here.
yeah, let's.
We have 26-6 up top and 18-6
Robbie
second.
says you could have the trophy. Robbie says I got a whole room dedicated to
Charge him, you
trophies.
should at least charge him $500 or something like that.
Well, let's see.
ICM plus $500
Right,
would
look,
be
I
a good,
mean,
would be a sweet deal. I
that
think
would be.
we've seen Fabian buy it for like
We
$1,000.
did that the last time, remember?
Yep.
Yes, absolutely right.
They
Drew.
they even chopped it down the middle, and
and the other
Fabian
guy
paid
said
him
he
$1,000
paid him an
for
extra
the trophy.
$1,000 for the trophy.
because it was Edgar. Edgar had the
Edgar
most chips.
had correct.
They
the
were close in
chips.
chips, but they
Can
decided to heads
Can
up
I
chop.
just tell you my own
Hit
thoughts on this?
Hit me.
if you don't have the chip lead and if you don't win outright, you don't get a trophy. I'm sorry.
If I'm Robby and I say, well, like you said, maybe Robbie's got a bunch of them. He doesn't care about them. I've heard Art Peacock say, I don't care about the trophy.
I don't care about the trophy.
Like Joey Dolan's was like, oh, yeah, you left the trophy. Art's like, I got a closet full of them, kid.
I don't want them.
So
there's
it's
a
each
price.
their own, you know.
If
but
some guy wants the trophy.
it seems to me that Anthony either doesn't have any or doesn't have a lot of trophies. He wants this one. So they're going to have to – they're gonna run the numbers.
Yeah.
So we're gonna count stacks and see what ICM looks like. That's what's happening right now.
Nancy,
Robby
what's
says, I don't
second
care. We
place
could play, or
getting?
we could, I
18
think
right now?
Second place is worth
It's
18,691. First
26.6 and 18.6. It's an 8K difference, and like.
So it'll be like 24-20
Right.
looking at these chip stacks.
Yes.
Maybe a little more than that, but yeah, about 24-20.
Robby has 70% of the chips. He has 30% of the chips.
Yes.
Confirm, Rojas. So what does that give Robby? The rest of the 14.1?
Actually, Gabe, that still counts, buddy.
What?
Yes, I love
League
you,
is like losing.
Gabriel.
It still counts. Like, yeah, you did it, but it doesn't
It
count.
counts.
I don't know, man.
Oh,
That's different.
Gabriel.
I think it counts. like you said, I feel like, I don't know. I would feel some type of
Listen,
way.
it's just my own personal.
If I had,
you know,
if I didn't earn the trophy, I would feel some type of way.
You
if
know,
I walked away
it's,
with the trophy.
It's kind of weird to.
Nobody would know but you.
Yeah.
But you would
But
know.
it's kind of weird because now a guy's going home with a trophy.
see, that's
really
more to
didn't
Gabe's
win.
point. That's more to Gabe's point.
Yeah, exactly.
would know.
Gabe's right,
point.
right.
Yeah.
And then
You don't think that counts? What Gabe said? You don't think that counts?
Eh, neither here nor there.
you know, it's kind of weird that you would take a trophy and you weren't really the one that won it outright. It's true.
So I don't know. I
But-
want to know. I want to hear what the deal that they make. It's 14.1.
Right.
I think Anthony's going to go into his own little ICM app. A lot of these players have ICM app on their phones.
They
so
do it all the time.
They just go ahead and check and see
Yes.
what it looks like. They gives them a good idea of what it's going to come out to. It's going to be give or take a couple of bucks or whatever,
Yes.
but it should give you an idea of where we're at.
Yeah. He says, "Yeah, I'll do it."
And said, "Yeah, I'll do
He
it."
says, "Yeah, I'll
He
do
brought
it."
in his phone numbers and blah, 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 blah.
He
I'll do
says,
it.
I'm not even waiting to
It
find
looks like
it
we're doing
out.
ICM, so let's find out what the numbers are, and we'll get back to you.
Fredo. Fredo, you
That's
are
kind of
so
lame.
Yeah, that's cool.
21,309, and whatever the rest is.
2450.
Yeah, so yeah,
2450.
they're both getting better than second place.
I think it's a 21.
Robby's going to get the lion's share of the meal.
Absolutely. So they
24
have
to 21.
24 50 and 21.
Robby takes out
309.
24K. So yeah.
Okay.
And
So
apparently they're talking right now.
and they're talking about the trophy?
Anthony's going to take home the trophy. I don't know if they just. I think he just gave it to him.
I think
Robbie's
Robbie
a
said
good guy.
before.
Like I said, he's got to go.
Robbie's a good guy. He did say, "I don't care." Anthony said, "Do you care about the trophy?" He said, "I don't care." Am I not? How do you don't know nothing.
Come on, Anthony.
Buddy, I was sitting
come
there
on.
You don't know
for
nothing.
like 2 hours.
Hold on. I love you. So it appears as though this is the deal. Hold
Deal
on.
has been made.
Robbie's just going to reconfirm. Robbie said, I don't care about the trophy. I know that was one of the issues.
There it is. It's
but
a
that's
handshake
it.
and it's
Handshake,
official,
it's
yeah.
done. They did run those numbers and came to where Robbie is going to take home 24,050 and Anthony is going to take home 21,300. And Robbie said, you can have the trophy as well. So a great deal. Oh, my gosh, guys.
What a great game.
Yeah.
What?
It was
Hell of a
phenomenal
final
poker.
table. Hell of
Yeah.
a final table.
What? I mean,
This was not ABC textbook check bet fold. This
No,
was
we
this
had some
was,
gunslingers.
We had some
gunslingers at this
3-barrel
table.
bluffs. We
Yeah.
had some.
We had some
had a little bit of everything.
unbelievable,
Position
superb
bets.
play. Position without a doubt.
Yeah, we got it. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Jason.
We got
again. Once again, congratulations to Robby, to Anthony, to Gene, all you guys. I mean, definitely the top 9. Amazing. Oh, thanks, guys. Yeah, I got a little
I got
bit
it. I got it.
loud.
I turned it down.
Thank you. Oh, that's good, too.
No, you turned off, bro. You turned off the mic.
No, yeah, let's
Yeah, you
not
turned
do
off
No,
the
that.
I
mic.
didn't. I just
Yes, you
turned
did.
off the table, guys.
No.
Okay.
No, you didn't.
You know what?
Yeah.
We'll
No, you
just,
didn't because I could
did.
still hear the table.
that's it.
Buddy,
So,
I'm going to show you right now what's happening. Just so everybody knows what's happening. This is us still talking.
I got
This
you.
is the table not talking. You're
No,
cute, though. Let's
dang
go.
it.
Let's finish it up.
Dang it.
Let's finish it up. Ladies
says-
and gentlemen, we have
You might be right.
finished
I-
our April table event. We had 524 players playing down to our final. They chopped. Robby took first place money. Anthony took second place. We'd like to thank everybody from production, our tournament director, Joey Dolans, my girl Nancy, my boy Drew, Ronnie running production. We had Jason. We had the whole crew today. We had Matt and Brent earlier.
Oh, yes.
We got Trevor in the Trevor on the table over there. All of our dealers. This is a hell of a multi-fight event, guys.
You're not kidding. It was spectacular from
I
every
might-
feature that we streamed to this amazing final table. And again, congratulations to Robby and Anthony. Great picture, great shot. Joey, our tournament director par excellence, as Terry said. My great co-host, that's Terry the Terrific, and Drew the Dynamo. Ron, the remarkable, out there all day long in production with Gianni and Gene earlier, and now Trevor and Jason taking over and coming in.
We'll be back Wednesday for the PBKC
Wednesday.
picks, Wednesday morning.
Absolutely.
Is our next
We
live
are
stream.
back. And guys, please follow, like, subscribe, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, X, all those things. And, hit the notification button so it goes bang every time we go live. And once again, we'll be streaming our regular tournament schedules as well. PBKC picks, as Drew had already said, 10 a.m., and then our tournaments thereafter. And everybody, thank you for joining us in the chat. Congrats to all the players. You guys are amazing.
Good
Smack
night.
dab. We'll catch you guys on the flip side. Moneymaker's coming back early May, and we'll see you guys next week.